Hello, people. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, people. This gonna be real quick. Yo, how about Ringo TV did a 6 hour and 30-minute video on Halloween. You know he don't celebrate Halloween and stuff like that. Neither do I. And he was sitting there, me mugging his neighbors the whole time. Tell my son he guarding the yard. Then he want to complain about how he don't talk to nobody. His neighbors ain't friendly, even though they act nice. They not. One neighbor say, "Hey, can I chat with you for a minute?" He like, "No, no, no." Then he went on and on for 2 hours about, "You see somebody? I'm working. If you see somebody here with a camera, talk to the camera, you ought to leave them alone." Child. You could tell he obviously had never lived in a house before or was not raised by homeowners. I'm just saying, you could tell. You can tell the types. Hold up. Um, I'm gonna drop the link to now I have unsubscribed to him a while ago because he got this condescending attitude. Like this dude have an attitude and he think everybody around him got an attitude. Now, last year he moved from New York City after living in that apartment complex for years to North Carolina. Okay. God bless him and his family with a house, a nice house. But now he wants to be grumpy old neighbors to all the rest of the neighbors in that nice, quiet neighborhood. Child. Let me see. Let me find out. And make sure you guys give me a like, please, and thank you. I appreciate it. He live now. Look at him. Still crying about them neighbors. That's what happens when people like that get a channel and they start growing. Um, they feel as though their own thoughts that they always right. In their world, in their mind, they always right about everything. So when folks was giving him advice or saying, "Hey, why don't you get to know your neighbors or get to talk to them?" He called them idiots. He's very, he's been condescending to me, those around him. Hey, how you doing? Um, and I've been watching him for years. I'm talking about like since 2010. And a couple of years ago, I had to leave him alone. But I peek in from time to time when something kick off. He's always talking about this new breed. I think he low key jealous of New Breed. I think that's what it is because, you know, New Breed was the one that got the truck to help move his stuff out of there from New York, drove all the way to North Carolina. I mean, that's something he could do, but I don't think he has a license. I don't think he has a driver license, and he feel a little, maybe he feeling a ways about that shit. Let me see. Let me look up the Halloween one. This dude is ridiculous. He's like very delusional. Halloween reveals who really hates you. Now he think the neighbors hate him. Oh, my neighbors watch me. Oh, they jealous of how I take care of my yard. I have to defend my yard. That new I ain't trying to be funny. And thank you for coming through. Please give a like, please, and thank you. I'm trying to get this channel monetized. Grumpy old neighbor. He is the grumpy old neighbor. That's what he is. He's just that guy. Hey, hon, how are you? That's my husband right there. You could drop your channel link, I think, in here. Exclamation and so. Yeah, so he was like for hours out there in that yard from the time I think it was a little bit of sun out there, and then the sun went down. It was like the sunset into the night. So all the kids and stuff going trick or treating. Some of them try to go across his eye. He's like, "No, I'm not giving out no candy." And then they'll walk away, and he'll talk about it. Right? He'll flip the camera. He'll flip the camera over so you can see. I mean, it's his property. He's well enough right to do that. And then he went and got a caution tape, put it across the yard, and then these kids, a few of them stepped over the tape. That shit was funny. I ain't gonna lie, it was funny. I laughed. And he was like, these people, man, they doing it on purpose. They're a bunch of demons. They're demons and this and that. So one of the neighbors was like they would walk past and they would like say little stuff like, some people don't like their kids recorded or something like that. Or one of the neighbors said, "Can I talk to you?" He's like an older man. It looked like it's mostly Caucasians on that, you know. They not chocolate people. I ain't seen no chocolate person. So you see cars creeping by, he getting all paranoid and shit. And one neighbor was like, can I talk to you? He's like, no, 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 all mean and shit. So the neighbor was like, oh, okay, like walked away, like feeling not good about himself. Now this dude, he's not no longer Hebrew Israelite after claiming Hebrew Israelite for years. At first he was a Christian. Then he was like, I'm not a Christian no more because Christianity ain't even in the Bible. Then he became a Hebrew Israelite. And because his fallout with New Breed and that Pastor Dowell, whatever his name is, now he's not a Hebrew Israelite no more. Right now he's, I guess, just nothing right now at this point. No. Why am I buffering? Okay. Okay, you can hear me. Good, good, good. So he don't know who or what he want to be. You could drop your channel link in the chat. You could drop your channel link. Oh, and I'm gonna pin this video. Grumpy old neighbor. Let me see. Oh, I can't pin it from here. Hold up. Oh, that's my other channel. Okay, that's my other channel. Let's see. I had to log in. I wish I could pin stuff from here. I can't do it, can I? Oh, I can. Okay, I can pin messages from here. All right. I think once upon a time you couldn't. Okay. All right. So I pinned the live. Hello, how are you? How are you? Welcome. Welcome to my channel. So yeah, he was just being like, and when you go over there, tell him, I sent you. Okay. It may not mean nothing to him or not because he's just mean and grumpy. But yeah, like this was going on and on and on. Like the complaints was going on and on and on. And sadly, he don't understand that he's talking about himself. Like he's supposed to be a Bible scholar, but where's the love? Somebody say, well, forgive them. Forgiveness. Somebody say, well, show them love. Love. Now, if he got to say that, then he only responding like that because he don't know what love is. This man is married with 5 daughters. I don't know what happened to this mysterious son that he showed a couple of years ago. I don't know what happened to that baby. Okay, because I didn't forget. But he always saying, okay, he said if he only got 5 daughters, okay. Because he was in that poly stuff. Oh, a man should have more than one wife type of thing. So I guess he don't believe in that no more either. They probably trying to hit him for child support. That's probably why he ran away from New York. They probably trying to file child support on him. So that's why he want to leave. They can still get him. So he's sitting on his porch. Oh, these neighbors are so jealous of me because I keep my yard immaculate. And like, what? They probably not even thinking about that. At one time, he complained, oh, these neighbors don't even want to pay me money to do their yard the way I do mine. Like, they probably don't want to because you're fucking mean and nasty. And I get the feeling he sent his wife out to, because he claimed, oh, my neighbors know about my channel. How they know about? He don't talk to nobody. How would they know about his channel? Because he's sending his wife around the neighborhood promoting his shit. Everybody on in that, what he got going on. Oh, my neighbors watch me. Now it's they watch me. I don't want them watching me. Like, which one is it? Do you want to promote your channel or not? Then he got the nerve to tell my son, oh, I think I'm going to do calling shows. Nah, it would never happen. Nope. It won't work out. Because remember when Kevin Samuels tried that shit and everything was all one-sided and people like, man, where's he tried to do the brain of smoke type of content, right? Like, okay, you do call-ins, trying to be like Tommy Sotomayor. Oh, we going to do the call-ins and we going to have debates. Ringo do not debate. Everything is one-sided. What he say, he feels as though he's right, that goes. There's plenty of times he would say stuff, and then years later he'd be like, I made a mistake. And then when you bring it to his attention, he'll block you. Just for example, years ago, he said anybody that curses wicked. He disappeared from YouTube, come back, and start cussing up a storm. They said, wait a minute, didn't you say anybody that curses wicked? He ended up cursing a person out and blocking them. And the people who was blocking him, I guess he was feeling as though he was getting trolled. They was saying like common sense stuff. Like, wait a minute. Why are you being so mean to these people? Because it might come a time he might need his neighbors. Like, you new in the neighborhood. He's all the way in the Carolinas. Don't know anybody. I guess he claimed his wife had family down there or whatever. And to be honest, I don't think his wife family likes him because he always talking about somehow family don't have his back. I don't think he have any family or nobody. The only person probably in his life he had was his mother, and she's gone. Now he got the wife. Don't seem like he's happy with her at all. I'm gonna tell you what's going on with that. Okay, when they first moved everything in the Carolinas, they had to go back and forth to New York to get stuff, right? The wife is doing all the driving. This one particular night, I think it was before they was about to head back to New York. This one particular night, they was in the Carolinas. They went to McDonald's. And that's another thing. He used to be all into all this healthy eating and stuff. Now he eating chips. He golfing now. It's Coca-Colas. Like, what's really going on? But anyway, they was in the Carolinas. One night they went into the McDonald's at night. Of course, the wife is driving, right? You would think he's a man and he would get out and get the order. No, he chose to go live and sit in the car and let his wife, late at night, mind you, it was pretty late, he let his wife get out that car and get the order from McDonald's. Then gonna say, oh, the sister from the drive-thru, oh, I see a black sister in the drive-thru, go in there and tell her about my channel. Go in there and tell her about my channel. He live streaming, sitting in the car like a little simp. Well, that's her son or something. Why his wife got to go in there late at night. No telling who's up in there. Okay, because sometimes it goes down in these fast food restaurants. He's sitting in the car. Yeah. Tell her about my YouTube channel. Tell her about my YouTube channel. Wife come back. Did you tell her about my YouTube channel? She, she probably didn't. That woman don't fucking care about your damn YouTube. She trying to just get through her shift so she could go home. Like it's the greatest thing ever. It's not. His production is good, yeah, but he just don't have it like he used to anymore. A lot more content creators are out with bigger and better things. He don't have that spark like he used to back in 2010. I give him that credit. He is the king of receipts. He is. But now, everybody else pretty much doing the same thing. Everybody else doing bigger and better things. Everybody, most of these people doing this AI stuff now. So he just don't have it anymore. Okay? So that was one thing. I'm like, I start really seeing the type of man he was. I think that happened that happened early this year? It was around the time that they was moving. I remember that. And I said, ain't this a son of a bitch? You know, like it's certain things. Like I listen, I'm not against chivalry, okay? You know, when you walk down the street, man and woman walk down the street, the man walk on the street side. You know, it's certain things that men would do when they're around, their lady. Open doors and things like that. I doubt if he do those things for his woman. Won't even get out the car to go get the order so the wife could sit comfortably because she already got to drive. Distance driving, while he's sitting there playing with his fucking gadgets and watching New Breed and them, like what the fuck, past Dowell. Now, New Breed was involved in this pyramid scam, the same scam they try to get us involved. Is that during the time when he said, me and my wife, we about business. We about business. Like, look at him. He act like he ain't never left out the house before. Like, he literally act like he never traveled before. Do he look at himself in these videos as hard as he look at everybody else? Anyways, so he had his wife, I guess, on the camera again. I guess talk about how they first met or whatever. His wife is talking like real low, right? He says, speak up. I'm like, he talks to his wife like a child. And she's older than him by a year or something. Speak up. Like, just like that. Like, what the hell? Child. That's her man, though. That's her man. She gonna stick beside him. I ain't gonna get into that. But it's just certain things I'm seeing. He used to call his channel Male Advice TV. It's like, who wants to take advice from this man? Pretty much women are just tools. You gonna say what you need to say just to get in their pants. And the most disgusting thing, bad enough Tales from the Cult exposed the hell out of him through those messages. I don't care what he said. He claimed he exposed her. Where? I know he hid when he ain't say nothing about her. And if he did, he went under another channel. He did like secret live streams on another channel and then those things or put it on his Patreon. He ain't say nothing openly directly to her like he doing New Breed and them. Now he want to say, now some time went by and she was going through some things because after that she got evicted from her apartment, whatever like that. And I think she's doing good now. Now he want to say, oh, I exposed her. Exposed her for what? What exactly did she expose? Actually, you acting like, yeah, well, I told my wife told me about her, and I told my wife this. Did Did your wife see the part when you told that girl, oh, I met my wife when we were teenagers and she didn't even know how to cook. She didn't even know how to do this and that. And my mother had to teach her how to do certain things. Like you downplaying your wife to another woman? That is a bitch move. That's some punk ass nigga move. That's some shit like, let's just say, and I went through this too with niggas. Let's just say at the workplace. You got a dude that like maybe liking the new girls, okay? Because she, she cute, she fine and this and that. And then here I am, I'm the fat girl. The girl he like she fine and this and that. And to boost her self-esteem, he gotta tell her, look at pointing at me. Look at her fat. Like, you look better than her. Look at she all fat and stuff and you more in shape. Like, dudes want to be with you more than they be with her. And she giggling because her self-esteem is up. So that's the way he think he could get at women by downplaying his wife to them. And I said, oh, this, uh-uh. And then what was more disgusting was he got to talking a little bit too much about how what he used to do on his job, how they had a room at his old job when he did like maintenance work on these buildings in New York, a night I think. And they had a room where like they were being there with like their female co-workers and doing a do in there. And sometimes his supervisor will come knocking on the door and stuff while they like trying to get themselves together. You fucking on a job, bruh, and you got a whole wife at home. Yo, you have very little self-control of yourself as far as sex to the point, and no discipline to the point where you had to fuck on your job. You had to have sex at work. You can't go to no motel or nothing. You can't go to her house and do something. Damn sure can't come to yours because wifey is there unless she's down with that type of stuff. You gotta fuck on a job. Just weird shit. Weird. And now the Most High God had blessed him and his family to be able to live in his nice home in the suburbs of North Carolina. And now he's being mean to the neighbors. He's not used to that type of environment versus that cramped up apartment. It looked like the projects, if you ask me. I'm wondering how he was able to get all that expensive equipment in that type of neighborhood without getting robbed. Now they in the suburbs. He talking about he guarding his yard. They probably gonna toilet paper his shit. They probably gonna toilet paper his house. They gonna egg his car and shit. That's crazy. That's why I say he guarded. It talks. I'm guarding my lawn. He guarded. He guarded that lawn more than he guarded his own wife. I'm sorry. He watching that lawn more than better than he watch his wife. Like, what's really going on? And I was kind of rooting for them stepping on his fucking yard. Cause like your mean ass. I probably would have stomped on that grass. Like I'm stomping on like putting out a cigarette. It was kind of funny to watch though. That shit is crazy. But anyway, so I guess I'll be looking forward to the grumpy neighbor. He should have a grumpy neighbor playlist. And like, I'm about to pop off. He bringing that New York attitude down there in North Carolina. And then they wonder why these Southerners is looking at us like. So next time there's some people from New York that's moving in the neighborhood, they're going to be like, oh my God, we're going to have to deal with that attitude. We're going to have to deal with this. Because some, not all, but some New Yorkers are rude as fuck. You ever been to the city? To New York, to Midtown and everything. Like they'll bump you and they'll keep it moving. Like it's the rude, rude, rude. So he bringing that rudeness down there, and they ain't going. They ain't going. I'm gonna pop off on somebody. No, his idea of popping off, cause when he went and met, and him and his wife went for business. Now he's saying, "Oh, they're trying to get us involved in the scam." That was that time we was in that hotel, and then we met with New Breed and this other guy. I said, "Oh, that's what that was." Now you coming out with this now? But anyways, um, when they was staying in that hotel for business, another YouTuber walked up to him and his wife. That New Breed was there and some other guy from there from YouTube, because they was handling business. It was late. They was like outside the hotel near the lobby. Some YouTuber just walked up to him, whatever. I guess he was a fan, and he was just standing there at first. Next thing you know, he had a fit. He was like, "Bro, I'm tired. I don't want to talk to you." And he stormed off. This Rango stormed off and left his wife. Instead of gently taking his wife's arm and moving her ahead so he could walk behind her and be like, "Bro, I'm tired. I'm about to go upstairs. Okay, we about to go upstairs. I'm tired. Don't feel like talking. I'm tired, bro. Sorry." He had a fit. He stormed off like a child and left his wife right there. What kind of protector is that? That's why I say he protect that lawn more than he protect his wife. I don't see him as a protector. I see him as a little dictator. Now he running around with a Trump hat, "Make America Great Again" hat. Talk so much shit about Tommy, but now he's trying to become Tommy. Make that make sense. Everything Angry Man, Minister Drat, what's that ugly ass O'Shea Jackson, has criticized Tommy about, and I didn't forget how they all four of them, including Ringo, because I was surprised to see Ringo over there on Angry Man's panel. He had a little panel thing going on. I don't know if that was Hangouts or what. They was all plotting to take down Tommy Channel. All four of them. I'll never forget it. And Ringo was right amongst them, sitting right there on the panel with them. I remember that. That was during the time Kristen Carrison, Simone 5'6", which is one of Ringo's ops from way back in the day when he was, exposing false ministers and stuff. And another group of ladies that did not like the stuff that Tommy was saying and Mr. Drapping was saying, and the rest of them was plotting together to get like lawyers together for like hate speech to take the channels down. And also that was during the time it was a YouTube apocalypse where they was knocking down channels left and right. YouTube channels was disappearing. It was during that time, and it was also during the time where they had demonetized most of the people, and they had set the rules on the monetization. You had to apply, and this and that. You still had to do that back then. It was like easy breezy. They made it real, real, real hard to get monetized. They changed a lot of stuff. I think that was back in 2016 or so. Yes, four of those men, Minister Jack, Angry Man, Rango TV, and O'Shea was plotting against Tommy. The moment the women started not trying to knock down different channels and stuff, putting up petitions and shit, trying to raise money, all of a sudden they start kissing Tommy ass because in 2025 they still can't figure out how he's surviving. He's not poor. He's still living in a nice house, still driving nice cars. He's still well to do. And they trying to figure out how he fucking do it. Because the plan is to fuck his money up so he could go back to the hood and struggle. Over 10 years later, he still ain't struggling. Yeah, it messed his money up off of YouTube because he was making a lot, but he's still well to do. And they trying to figure out how he do it. So they all start kissing his ass. Angry Man right now is one of his supporters. He couldn't even explain why he ain't like Tommy back then. Why you don't like Tommy? But yet he'll take his talking points. One time he did a panel over there with the they call him Mexican, Malcolm Mexican, whatever his name is. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Do they hangouts with Kristen Counts and some other women? They backed Angry Man in the corner. What he do? He grabbed all the Tommy talking points and start swinging. He couldn't use his own thoughts. He had to use Tommy. He had to use Tommy words to back him up, word for word. Nothing for himself. But now Angry Man. He don't grew in numbers over time. You know, he grew in numbers through the shorts and everything. I think he got over 800,000 subscribers. So he's one of Tommy's biggest supporters now. Mr. Jet, he had made amends with Tommy. O'Shea, crazy bipolar, schizophrenic ass. He wishy-washy with him. Ever since Cameron Samuels passed away, he ain't had nobody to piggyback off of what he do. He side with Clyde Diva, the type of women he can't stand, to try to pick at Tommy again. He pick at Tommy and then he cool with Tommy. Like he something wrong with that dude. So he's irrelevant. Rango, on the other hand, after not too long after no women was coming for all these men that talk evil about black women, he did an apology video to Tommy. And he don't apologize to nobody, but he apologized to Tommy. But see, if you bring it up to him, he'll get mad and block you and call you a bunch of idiots. See, people that been talking to the camera for years and years and think they're right and think they're a god on their own channels. Anytime somebody be like, I don't agree with it, bump. Any opposing thought is unheard of. Nope. You're an idiot. You're stupid. I'm wondering, did this nigga even graduate high school? I never heard him talk about graduating high school. I'm sorry. I know he said he used to cut hair when he was a teenager and worked in a barbershop. But I never heard him talk about graduating high school. But anyway, but want to call a whole bunch of people idiots. But anyways, yeah, so that's a little bit of history on that. They really try to take him down, but now years later, now he's running around with a America Great Again hat, trying to be like Tommy. They had a back and forth briefly, a couple of years ago. Tommy said, "You know what, Ringo? Come talk to me, or I'll come on your channel and talk to you. Don't matter." I think he may have dropped down in his check. Not one time, nope. Ringo do not talk. He talk through voice notes. Like on Instagram. He does not talk man to man. That's why he couldn't talk to that neighbor. That neighbor would try to step up to him like man to man, like, hey, can I chat with you for a bit? And he was polite to him. No, no, no. So what he gonna probably do is use the wife as the mouthpiece to talk to the people. Now he's saying, well, I ain't gonna let my daughters play with their kids. His daughter gonna retaliate like crazy. Watch. Wait till they 18. They gonna shit. They might marry some of them boys in that neighborhood. You never know. Really drive them off the wall. I ain't going to the wedding because I don't like people. Like, just crazy shit. It's crazy. Well, anyways, that's a little bit of history on that. Just lame as hell. Don't be like grumpy old man. Now, I'm an introvert myself, but I ain't gonna be like that mean to people. I ain't mean. Nasty. You don't celebrate holidays. That's a polite way of saying it. You don't got to go into it's the devil's holiday. You say, nah, I don't celebrate it. I don't. But have fun. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe out there. Enjoy yourselves or whatever. I'm guarding. No, he was not guarding no lawn. He was looking for trouble. He was looking for somebody to do something so he could pop off for content. What he did was look like a damn fool. I don't believe he go back and watch himself in these videos, in these live streams. I think he just flick the camera on and talk and do whatever, and then that's it, and he move on. Because, a man like him don't have time to watch and review himself on these lives. God forbid if a roach crawl across the wall behind him, he ain't got the time. He got to go watch New Breed. He used to talk about Sister Goddess real hard, okay? He got to go watch all these other people. He got to keep up with the Hebrew Israelites. I'm surprised he ain't talked about Pastor Dowell lately. I don't know. I got to find out what's going on with him. And all these other people. And it's like, I remember years ago, it was this young man named Tario. He tried to do positive things with the youth in his neighborhood because he came from like that bad life, like gang life and stuff. And he, trying to pull himself out of that. I think he lived in the South too. He did a 6-hour live. No, not a live stream, a video. Because I think back then, YouTube didn't really have live stream like that. He did a 6-hour video talking about he's rebuking Tario. This young man named Tario. He's rebuking him. Like, what? Bro, what? He said, man, I ain't trying to look at those 6-hour videos of rebuking him. Where do a man like this have time to spend with his wife and kids? Watching other people on YouTube. That's his life. Now he's watching the neighbors for content and then come running on YouTube talking about his neighbors. I was like, my neighbors watch me. Yeah, because most likely he don't told his wife, yeah, go out there and promote my channel so I can get more numbers. You, sir, bad enough you was the grumpy man on YouTube. You are now the grumpy old man of the neighborhood. And you, sir, better hope and pray those kids do not toilet paper your house next year, your yard, or egg your car. Okay? Because that's going to be a lot of cleaning you got to do. You ain't going to do nothing but have a fit and probably make his wife and daughter's cleaning up. Anyways, I gotta go. It's been 40 minutes. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and check all the information in the description box. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.